Welcome to another episode of Women Cocktails Whatever. It's your big little sister De'Azia.
Chelle and De'Azia.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I feel like we're getting very bad at this.
You know, life is getting bad.
But we feel like one episode in a month. But if we're all fair, it's like you go out of town and I go out of town and then life and then stuff.
And we don't be recording when we're out of town. I tried the last time. I tried to get
it seemed like a lot of work.
I'm not cut out for it.
It just seemed like a lot of work.
I'm going to get the little GoPro. I feel like if I just get a GoPro and like leave it on my head. Like if I just leave it on my head, I will be okay. And then it'll be like all the footage in the world. It makes sense.
I mean, I feel like we should have one of those. We should probably have one each, right? That way we get each other's point of view.
Oh,
and so we go out and we never remember to actually record anything. We're recording something.
You're a genius.
I mean,
we're
a little
go
bit.
ahead and
just a little bit.
Invest at some point in these snake bites is what we're going to invest in.
It's been so long.
So long ago. And oh, so far away. Come on, a harmony. Is that tequila?
You know, that wasn't bad. Maybe you was having a tequila. It was even to me. I felt like I was like, here.
I just want to point out that I'm very appreciative of this little boiling, toiling trouble that's happening. Okay.
I mean, it is Halloween.
It is.
So we kind of fake recreated what we did last year, like fake.
But we made it. We remixed. It's the remix
to the remix of the remix.
Hey, Diddy, come back out with some remixes. Diddy should just do a
whole. Diddy is out with a song with Ashanti
and Carisha.
And he
literally said, first of all,
you know what it's giving though. I haven't really listened to the song, but it's giving Babyface. And I say that meaning, you know how Babyface dropped the album with duets of all women? I feel like Diddy's doing the same thing. But like in a rap, well, Ashanti's not a rapper, even though she's like rapping on the track.
She's song rapped.
She hit us with the Trey songs.
Yeah, she's song rapped. I mean, that's what
I love her. Oh, did you watch her on Angie Martinez?
I have not
I
seen
didn't either.
Yet.
I didn't either. I'm going to have to get to it.
I haven't seen it yet. I saw the one clip where she said that nigga be lying, niggas be lying. And I was like.
But you know what? From the clips that I saw also, she said that niggas be lying, but then she was also. Like backpedaling, pussy popping. Like I feel like she wasn't giving clear answers.
I mean, if we're honest, I wouldn't want to give clear answers on my coochie neither.
But I mean, I would rather
this person.
I mean, true. But I would be like, you know what? We kicked in, we messed around, but it wasn't never what he took it as.
Man said, this is what she would need to clarify. Man said he got out of bed and went in the shower, and baby, you into this platinum hit. And I just don't feel like I'm going to let the nigga get that.
Nah, I'm not going to let that rock.
You're not going to get that credit.
We haven't seen it yet, so we don't know. But just off the clips that I had seen, I was like, that was you updating stuff.
My bad. Real time, okay?
I just kind of felt like, nah. Nah.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Though.
Because what if she admitted, is that an L for Ashanti?
I don't think so. I feel like we all got like...
We've all got.
Yeah, like we all got
I got PTSD.
Before we even get into that, let's go ahead and talk about these drinks while they settle in, okay? So, because... but our drink of the week is the Green Goblin. Boiling, toiling, trouble.
Last year was Witch's Brew.
It was Witch's Brew.
And this year you're going to get the Green Goblin.
Because what's going to a goblin?
Hello.
Nothing. So what you're going to do is take 2 ounces of vodka. My version of 2 ounces.
She heavy-handed.
My version of 2 ounces of vodka. And you're going to do an ounce of Midori. You're going to do a half an ounce of lime juice. And we fancy, so we try to get a little glitter in there, okay? And you're going to stir that up or shake that up. We like our martinis shaken, okay? And then you're going to drop a little cherry. We got the bourbon soaked cherries again. So you drop a cherry in the bottom, and I did like a little cherry juice. And then the dry ice, folks. Okay, let's
our
get
favorite thing.
things.
First of all, real time ghetto.
That's proper seasoning etiquette there. If it's up and it's stuck, then that's what you gotta do.
You know how we was on a hunt for dry ice last year? Let me tell you how Myers got dry ice. And it's all of 7 minutes away from me.
I feel like they didn't have that last year.
I feel like they didn't have that last year either. Otherwise, I feel like I'd have seen it. And also, I think I don't like this brand of glitter.
Yeah, because the other ones
be like sparkle.
Let's just put the other ones in there. We're just gonna color code. But yeah, so you make sure you're using proper precautions. Do not touch the eyes. Apparently, you can get third-degree burns, all that razzle dazzle. So use some tongs or some gloves, and like the thick gloves. You know,
not the latex gloves and not the wash the dishes gloves. Okay, you got to get
some real like the grill gloves, the like I'm
silicone,
touching the oven gloves,
silicone don't burn or whatever,
and drop a little dry ice in there and get your boiling toilet trouble on. Okay, so we're gonna be drinking out, and I'm gonna taste mine as soon as it calms down. Mine is not calm.
Yours not calm.
It is not calm. I don't know what spell.
It's a little bitty piece still in there at the bottom.
I don't know what my spell was, but it takes a long time to brew here because it's not. It's not exciting. What's it tasting? What's it giving you?
It's giving. I wanted more lime juice. That's what's giving. That's what it's giving me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stay ready. You see, you keep it right. Oh, right there. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I want to taste it, but okay. Until mine is ready to be tasted, we can go back to.
Been so long.
Sing it. Sorry. The bubbles are cute as heck, though.
I do love the little bubbles, though.
Like when you realize special effects in movies?
Yeah.
And it's like my whole life, I was like, I wonder how they do this.
And then they have a whole segment of being like, we made fake smoke. And then we
ruin your whole life and childhood.
Like, oh.
Okay, are you settled? Let me get a straw, too, so I can see if I can.
I'm very disappointed in this glitter, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's up at the top now. I just want to take you out. I pushed it like it was a little icicle. It's getting on my nerves. But I don't think I'm.
Yeah, it was the lime juice. I needed the more lime juice.
Okay, well, bring it back over here to me. Well, I might not like. Well, no, I do like lime. Okay.
You want to try it before the lime?
Yes. When it settles, though, because I can't figure out how to get this little thing out. It's annoying. Y'all don't judge me right now, okay?
She's so focused.
My hand-eye coordination is not what it needs to be. I don't even think I got it. All right. You know what?
It'll do its thing.
Sound effects. Okay. All right. What was we talking about?
PTSD.
Oh,
from dating.
That's a little.
And I was having a conversation with a friend, and this is how I realized that we all suffer from PTSD when it comes to dating.
You're not gonna bring us in to the segment?
Oh, look at that! It's been so long.
You're not gonna bring us into the segment?
I apologize. It's time for a little girl talk.
Work that body. Work that body.
Girl talk.
Work that body. Work that body.
I said girl talk.
Work that body. Body. Addy. I was like, wait a minute.
You're right. My bad. I apologize. Are you ready now?
I think so. Go ahead. Continue, though. We got PTSD around these parts.
Because we were talking, and I was saying how, like, you would have one relationship going on, right? You have a relationship or a situationship, whatever it is, whatever ship you had.
Can we get rid of that? Can we stop allowing people to box us into we was together. That's it. What is the situationship? The situation is we was together.
Okay. But you be in this thing where they didn't gaslit you or whatever, and you gave this person the benefit of the doubt. You wanted to trust them and believe them and all this other stuff, and then you realize that they was on that good BS, right? And then you try to get into your next relationship, but now you're super cautious because you went through this BS, and then you're struggling whether or not you should believe this person because you did this with the last person and they was playing you. So now you're sitting here like, are you gaslighting me? Are you just telling me what I want to hear? For real. And you and you go through that, and it could sometimes be bad because this person is like, I'm not that person, and please stop treating me as such. But you can't get past, like, you're in your head, you're like, I refuse to be hurt again. I refuse to be played again. I refuse to go back down this path. Yeah. And so then you, like, walk on eggshells or ask a million, or have you been in a space where...
Just assume yes. Just go with yes here.
Where you want to ask questions, but you don't want to ask the questions. And then
because you tell yourself you don't have a right to ask those questions.
Oh my God.
You be like, again, this is why I stop letting people tell you in a situationship. Because when you start being like, I don't have a right to ask questions, that seems crazy when you really think about it. Like, why would I not have a right to ask questions about a situation that involves my heart, my feelings, my person, my existence, my time, my energy? How do I not have a right to ask questions?
That part.
Like, that does not make sense. But we tell ourselves, because of PTSD, if I ask questions and I, like, don't get the answer that I'm looking for, or not even I don't get the answer I'm looking for, if I ask a question and this person gets triggered and tells me, like, it's not that, then that's on me, and I'm pushing things and I'm rushing things and I'm stepping into a space that, like, I'm not in, versus, no, if you give me that response, then I need to stop messing with you, because either be honest with me.
This is where those paragraphs come from, gentlemen. When we, because we prerequisite. No, because we lead into our question.
Yep.
So we give you that whole, okay, I'm going to ask you this. Please don't get offended. I'm asking because of this. And okay, so this is my question. If you don't feel that, well, then we give them the out before they even give us an answer, right?
Like, it's okay.
It's okay if you don't, but if you do, like, I just really want it. And then if you said, and then now you have a 4-page letter delivered in your box.
And when I write you, you better not hit me with an okay.
Oh, don't okay my paragraph.
Don't thumbs up me. Don't double tap me. Don't okay. Don't we'll talk later. No. Don't do any of these things. Because, like, again, more PTSD. More PTSD. And I don't need that in my life.
No.
It's also the problem be, though, when I give you all of the information, I ask specific questions. And then you, like, give me half narratives. Or just straight lies. And then 2 hours later, oh, now you want to come out with the truth because, like, I didn't ask this question. You know what? I had settled in my mind that you weren't a liar. And now look at you.
A liar.
Bamboozled.
And a cheated wink.
Okay.
And I will not. Okay, sorry.
I don't want you. Come on, Angela Bassett. She was serious. She told Joseph.
Yo, Miss Angela. Whoever that clip was with the dude who we was watching that was reenacting and the young lady in this clip who does because you know,
I don't want you.
Angela gonna hit you.
Don't nobody do it like
Angie gonna hit you with, can I call you Angie? I'm sorry. They gonna hit you with a
Kiki do it. Kiki do it.
And it's the wide mouth because you gotta hit that.
Listen, bravo for that. Because that's a real, like, I don't think you look at yourself in those moments, but I feel like that's probably the expression. But it's funny because to me, that's equivalent
to the Kerry Washington's quiver lip thing. Like, you have those niches. Like, everybody has that thing.
So now Lathan and her audacity face.
What's the audacity face?
Every time. She be shocked. Every time. The audacity. Every time. Okay? I'd be like, I don't know.
I'm really not going through a Sanaa Lathan movie.
It's the audacity face. And I'd be like, you know, how did they have the audacity? Just listen. Incorporate that into your dating life. Just pull us Sanaa Lathan face. You'd be like, every time. It makes sense to me. I was like, you know what? Well, you that bitch, I guess you can do. You can do what you wanted to.
Sanaa be out here minding her business.
Sanaa be like, what the fuck?
You look good, sis.
Shout out to black
people. You look good.
I think that whole generation of actresses and actors, they aged well.
Yeah.
Like, yes. Come through. Let me know what kind of snail cream y'all using. Okay,
not the snail cream.
You know, that's what it be. But yeah, PTSD is real, and it lasts for so long.
It does, and I don't like it because then it play on your like insecurities. Because then it changes. It transferred into insecurities at this point. At first, it was just something you were suffering through, which is probably simultaneously, you know, on your insecurities. Now you're insecure. You don't know how to feel. You ever been talking to a person not that you're not comfortable with yourself, or maybe it is like a slight amount of not being comfortable with yourself or not knowing yourself fully, not sure, but where you're like, do I give too much of this? Should I pull back here? Am I not supposed to do this? Am I not?
But I think that's also the person though, right? Because we never want to talk about the fact that it's people who become aware of your insecurities or aware of your traumas, and they play on that. Yeah. And they'll never acknowledge that that's what they're doing, but they rely on that to keep you at bay or to stop you from asking certain questions and like pushing into certain conversations or wanting the relationship to go further. Because as long as I do this bare minimum, or if I say this one thing, I know it's going to trigger this part of her. And she's not going to say nothing about it, but then she's going to start feeling insecure and not feel like she can question me or ask certain things. Right? So now we sitting here like, oh my God, I'm uncomfortable.
Is that the little fan over there?
Yes, it is.
Because I'm dying.
I was gonna go open the
and
window.
I don't know where the other one is, but the sheet got hair out, and she gonna go fluff.
And hair is hairing. Hair is hairing. Okay. Okay. She was like, I'm body yaddy, and I said, you are.
It's gonna go fluff. And
but yeah, like I think that's the other part of it, because there's been situations where I'm dating somebody and they're aware of like your insecurities and your traumas, and
that's it's gonna be real.
They're like, what?
Nothing. You'll notice it later.
Oh. They are like, I see that, I hear that, so like they're not intentionally pushing onto that. Like they're not intentionally pressing my buttons. Yeah. They might press them, but it's more a matter of that's life, and we could talk about that and figure that out, but I still feel comfortable being me. And I feel like if I feel comfortable expressing my insecurities and traumas to you, then that says good on you, right? For any person. When you pushing them buttons and I start trying to like go back into my shell, the fuckery and foolishness is what it is. It's not okay. Don't do that to people.
And it also be the response. When you're looking for a certain response and you don't get it, then you get triggered in a whole nother way, right? Like if I'm being open with you and you like, and it could mean nothing. That could just be your response. If I'm open, I'm like, yeah, I've been through this. You like, man, we gotta work on that. And that be your response. And I'm like expecting more. Now I'm like, oh, he don't care about my feelings.
No, I would eat that. I would eat that. I would be okay with that. If I ever like, here's what I'm thinking, and you tell me like, in a genuine kind of way, like genuine, I hear you, we got to work on that. And like, it's a we got to work on that thing, or you're recognizing and like, okay, that's something that like, now I know. So I'll tread lightly, but like, you can't keep doing this with me. Right. I'm going to eat that. I'm going to be like, you're right. That's why I'm telling you. So you can call it out in me, because I feel like that's the part of interpersonal relationships that don't nobody want to talk about. You're supposed to call it out and then help me through it. Like, how am I going to fine tune this?
Hey, Miss Ma'am.
Huh? What?
I'm looking at these notes here. I'm going to let you rock. Teach me how to love. What? Versus sending you to a remedial class.
I don't know what I be typing in these things, girl. I see something and I be like, oh, mental note, and then I be forgetting what it meant.
We don't remember what it was. Got it.
But it might have been actually in the similar vein of this, right? Like if I got traumas and triggers, like either you gonna work with me and teach me how to do these things, or you gonna be like, oh, you hopeless. And that's just reality. Okay. Of like, and most people don't want to sit with you through that. Nobody likes to acknowledge that. But sitting with somebody knowing that they have these insecurities or these traumas or these parts of them that have been like unhealed, and being willing to say like, I'm going to step in there with you. Yeah. Or even if you don't step in there with you, I'm going to give you the space. And like know that like I'll be your bumper car. Like when you be like, skirt, boop, boop, versus go put a cone on your head.
Not a cone on your head.
Get out of my face.
Since we're talking about relationships, let's talk about what's going on with all these divorces that's happening as of lately, as of now. Because I was not ready for Tia and Corey. Now, not that I was
I'm still not ready.
Not that I was fully invested in their relationships. I'm not sitting here like relationship goals. Not that they weren't relationship goals, but I just wasn't expecting
like
it.
Little black Hollywood couple. Like he was, started from the bottom. You was like, I'ma ride with you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And they've been together. First of all, they were together forever prior to even getting married, right? And it just seemed to be very great. Not that they can't be. It's not even that they could have broken up on bad terms. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't.
That's what I'm like. It couldn't even be that. So it's just. I was just like, what happened?
Yeah, here's the thing, right? You know people get divorced and then you got to list your reason for divorce. Here's the thing about it.
Reconcilable difference.
It ain't never finna happen. You better go to the other side of the house. You better make something shake. I don't know. You're not divorcing me on irreconcilable differences. Like, Tia literally...
I mean, what if that's the nice thing to say in the contract, but you know or y'all know what the real reason is?
Mans is out here like...
I want my baby back.
No, he's like, this came left field. I don't know. Oh. She woke up one day and was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be the reason why.
I want to be the reason why.
And he was like, the reason why what? Like, I'm happy. I don't know what you're talking about right now. And literally, she's like, no cheating. Her reasoning for it is she is just a different person right now. You gonna be a different person. And
the other side
go ahead and just, girl.
On the other side.
If you don't stop playing with me. Now, it's one thing, like...
Why did they... No. I'm like, did they separate?
That's why I'm like, that's such an extreme version of... oh, I'm going through whatever my midlife crisis. I feel like that's what that is. It'd be like I'm going through trauma.
I mean, she is very heavy in the TikTok real world. Like, she is out here living her fashionista stage. You've been killing it.
That's so nice for you.
She's got her cooking show. He's like, they are both flourishing to me.
Man's is sitting there like, what is you talking
But who are we? We ain't been in that space, so you never know.
I'm so sorry. That's why I don't do that, sis. It's not.
You don't want to be single today, girl.
It's ghetto out here.
Girl.
And not even in terms of just like, oh, it's ghetto to date.
Girl.
It is ghetto out here. Like, oh my God.
It's the confusion on my face. But
like, why are y'all like this?
It's why. I'm not even going to go down this road of male bashing.
No.
Because I feel like anytime women have a thought or an opinion.
We're bashing men.
We're bashing men, and it's not the case. And one, you're not bashing all men. But I would say that I am struggling to find good men. Now, I'm sure they're out there, right?
Yeah, good for something.
I know there's good men out there, and I don't even want to say most of them is already wrapped up, because some of y'all husbands be in the DM, and I don't.
Inbox. Get your husband out my inbox. Get your husband out my inbox. Get your husband out my inbox. Where the fuck are all your groomsmen? Can you please come and get your best friend? I don't want to be with your man. Please come get him out my inbox.
Hey, come on, song. Hey.
Y'all niggas is wild. Niggas is wild.
I mean, I would say not so much recently, but previously, it was the men's in the relationships, the situationships, the marriages, the all of you.
Like, oh, I thought you knew I signed a contract.
You'd be in my inbox, and they'd be on Facebook, like, me and my such and such living our best lives at the pumpkin patch with our kids.
Absolutely not. I'm not in a relationship. You're with someone for 10 years.
Okay, moving on. We're not moving on, but just like...
We're going to move on.
You don't want to be single today, Tia. Unless you're just single because of you. Not that you're searching for another man. You just want to be
But even that
you,
is like, do you not want people near you? Like...
You know what? They give me the type that they be back, they going to double back around. Now, I ain't saying that's good,
I
but...
don't think he's going anywhere. He's going to be like, you had breakfast? What's up?
He live in the pool house, the guest house.
Across the street. Across the street. What are you talking about? What you need? I saw your grass wasn't mowed. I'm over here.
Couple of years, they're going to realize it never should have happened. They're going to get remarried type of thing.
He ain't signing the divorce papers.
I believe
He like, lady.
Stop playing with me.
Couples therapy. Stop playing with me. I'm not doing this with you. Okay, before we get into the rest of these, we're going to take a shot.
Taking a shot.
For husbands in your inbox.
Girl. Y'all reckless. I'm like, what is happening?
Listen, counting numerical things. That's why there's calculators on your phone, people. I'm not doing it with you. Okay, we're back.
I'm pretty good at math.
You are. You and your Sudoku love.
Well, that's just problem solving.
Still on the same page. Still on the same page there. Not.
That's just problem solving. But
with
math
numbers.
In general, I'm pretty good.
I can do problem solving with like strategy. Problem solving with numbers. Why are they here?
You know what? I might have inherited it. My mom's really good at math, and so is my brother.
Yep. Yeah, just go ahead and just because I
don't get new math. I feel like they overcomplicate math.
No, that's fair. New math is, first of all, American math. We're not gonna talk about this. Oh, babies.
And how do y'all just not know certain things?
They didn't teach it to us.
No, meaning like, okay, so you remember, this is so not on our list of things. Okay, you know how 7 plus 7 is gonna be 14, right? 7 times 2 is gonna be 14, right? And then somebody go 8 plus 7. And then that blows people's mind. And you be like, but if 7 plus 7 is 14, and you add a number.
Because that logic of like, oh, all I did was add a number. Like, all I did was add 1.
What? Yeah.
That logic.
It's just certain numbers just always like, when you see me, I'm like, nah, that's going to be that and that's going to be that. And
you be assuming that people know basic math. That's your problem.
My bad.
That's your problem.
My bad.
The audacity.
The nerve. The gall.
We're going to take this shot. We didn't name this. It's going to be called Eye of Newt because it's a little drop in there.
I fucks with it. That was the laugh?
It was. It's my little witch's laugh. So this shot was tequilas. Blood orange bitter.
Blood orange.
Like half and half. And then a little skirt of grenadine. Whatever you want to opt into.
I've always known it as grenadine, and she's known it as grenadine.
I've known it as grenadine, but then when I got older, people would say grenadine. And I just be like, whatever. Tomato, caramel. Pecan. Like, do your things, little mamas and daddies. But yeah.
While we have a conversation at work, right? So we was having a Halloween party. And
you were cute. Let me tell y'all, she'll be cute, okay? Listen.
We was doing like Halloween trivia. And somebody was talking about, well, it was Halloween trivia, and then somebody was talking about like sweets. But no, I'm sorry, before we started talking about trivia, we was talking about like Thanksgiving coming up and me being excited because I got the whole week off. Like I planned my thing. And so I didn't tell you that, did I?
No.
Girl, yes.
No, y'all see my confusion face? Yes, we'll be
I
here
took
every
the
day.
18th to the 28th. I got a smooth 10 days.
Guess who's not going nowhere? Me.
And guess what? And I don't have no practice. I got like real time. But anywho, I was like, oh, looking so forward to Thanksgiving. And then the conversation between pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie.
Conversation about it?
The manager was one of her slash shows had the pie on there. And she was like, oh my God, ooh, pumpkin pie. And people was like, nah, sweet potato. But it is exactly who you expected in the group.
In my head, I knew exactly who of your coworkers decided sweet potato and pumpkin. I know in my head.
It was so funny. So
there's only one questionable. There is one questionable, and that's because I don't know if she has been converted enough to the cookout to know that she's supposed to eat sweet potato pie.
It was so funny because the people who was like, oh, pumpkin pie, I was like, this makes sense to me. As we're sitting in our chat. And everybody's like, no, because pumpkin pie you can have anytime. Sweet potato pie is solely. I was like, I will eat sweet potato pie whenever you make it.
What are you talking? First of all, no disrespect
to the pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin. Okay, it's nice. It's nice. Like, it's a nice little, oh, this is nice. There's a pumpkin pie. I do not want that on my plate when I came in here.
Do you eat, okay, real questions that I don't know. Do you eat pumpkin pie warm or like cold or like room temp?
I don't eat pumpkin pie. When I've had it, I think it was room temp.
Okay.
I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it. I'm not sure if it's fresh out the oven versus like refrigerator. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how they do that.
Okay.
I had it at room temp. It was cool.
Do they put like the little dollop of whipped cream on it?
They did.
Did that help? You know what I've never had? Put a pause.
Here's the thing. It's not even that I don't like pumpkin because I actually like pumpkin things.
Okay.
If I have to choose between
the two,
a pumpkin pie and a sweet potato pie, you don't get this squashed the fuck out of my face. I don't want this. Okay? Give me the potato. Give me the sweet potato.
So I'm only bringing stuff up now because we're slowly approaching Thanksgiving, even though we ain't got out October yet, and I'm being like the Christmas people. But
we right there.
Yeah, we
around the corner.
Right there. On the
cusp. Bend the block.
We're on the cusp. What are some traditional Thanksgiving things that, or not traditional, but like this or that-y, that you be like, nah, that some people make? Because for me, it's cranberry sauce. That shit's disgusting.
Are we talking about like the... What
I don't care what version of cranberry sauce.
Hey, sis.
I don't care.
I love you so much.
Do not put that on my dressing.
I love you so much. You're wildin'. I'm talking about we stock up. Between me and my brother. Hey, if there's ever a cranberry sauce shortage, don't worry. I probably still got 50 cans. Ocean Spray only. We're not doing this. What do you mean? Unless my mama best friend, she be making it from scratch.
But why? Why do you need it?
Because it's phenomenal. But you also know I love cranberry.
Like,
I love pure cranberry. Like, give me unsweetened.
Why do you?
Because it do something when you mix it. Okay, one, also because people, I don't need everybody dressing. And I think we can all attest to that. But some of y'all eat people dressing and I'll be like, why did you Why is there chopped egg in your dressing? I don't care.
Somebody put egg in their dressing? Like, not to mold, not.
Stop doing strange things, and then we won't treat you strangely.
Wait, like.
Because the rationale be like, oh, like a lot of people will use like cream of something soup.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, like if you make cream soup from scratch, there's oftentimes like cream, there's egg in there or whatever.
Okay.
So people will, if you're doing it from scratch, be like, oh, but then you don't blend and mix correctly.
Okay.
So now we sit up here.
When you said egg, I was picturing
But then
egg.
I seen somebody with like chopped egg.
Yeah, I was picturing
I was
egg.
like, okay, like I get that. I seen somebody who was like, no, they had like chopped, like boiled. And I said, hey.
Let me tell you how much.
I would throw it away in your face.
Y'all don't know my love of dressing. Like, it's so real. So growing up in a Jamaican household, we didn't have like traditional American Southern.
But you had some good
Thanksgiving. I mean, I did, right? And so I didn't try.
Did you not hear me whisper that I was bringing your mama goat? Now that I know that you all for. I'm bringing up.
Can you cook this, please?
I went over to commercial. Here you go.
But I didn't try like greens and dressing till I was like 19, 20.
Yeah.
And I had dressing, and I was like the most excited person.
And dressing, okay? Not stuffing. Don't give me.
I had stovetop stuffing before, but that's because I didn't know before I had dressing.
But that's like very real from my experience with like all the people I know from the Caribbean. A lot of people have had some type of like stovetop stuffing or dressing, whatever. But it's like the frozen or box version of it. And so I remember like, of course, also I lived with the Caribbean peoples. And I remember one of my homies, like I had made, I would do like Thanksgiving because people ain't going home. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, Friendsgiving. And I made dressing one time. And his mind, he's like, oh, I'm going to bring you the stuff to make it if you can make it for me. And he bought these boxes
of stovetop dressing.
And I said, sir? Where's my cornmeal? You said you went to the store and take this back. And he was like, what do you mean? And then I made dressing and he was like, oh, we've been doing this wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
We've been doing this wrong.
Absolutely. My mom is at the point where my mother doesn't even cook Thanksgiving food. Like, unless I specifically be like, hey, lady, can you make the goat or can you make oxtails or can you make...
mama come in and be like, what Jamaican dish do you need me to add to
what you
doing right now? That's it.
Because I'm going to take care of the ham. I don't really do turkey, which is crazy. No, you know why? Because turkey's so big. Mm-hmm. I don't need all this turkey.
No, I be running through turkey.
I don't. So I think this year I'm going to do half like the turkey breast, like that half a piece that they do. I might get like I don't know if
I like turkey wings and drums though.
Okay.
Because
something about slicing turkey on Thanksgiving is like, feel like it's supposed to be done.
I don't be caring about that because y'all be having dry ass turkeys if we honest. Hey, stop.
We got a supplier though. We got a person who make jerk turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Let me run that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
you gotta put your order in now.
Chelle had made some jerk Cornish hens the last of the Thanksgiving.
I did. I do a good Cornish hen.
My mama make
it's enough of it. That's why, like, it's enough.
My mama make a fried turkey. I don't be caring about nothing else.
I don't know if I've ever even had a fried turkey for real. I don't remember.
She gonna tell you to come out there, so it's fine. She already be like, why don't they come visit me? And I be like, I don't know. Nothing. But definitely makes a fried turkey every year.
That's what's up.
Like, this is the one time she gets two. She gets 2 turkeys. She normally it's 2 or 3. She either get 2 and...
Oh, wait, you didn't answer the question.
Oh, what's the question?
What's the Thanksgiving thing that you be like, everybody eat this now like that?
I have nothing for you.
Okay.
I have chitlins.
Listen.
Chitlins, because it's nasty.
I've never physically ate a chitlin.
I ate one on accident.
I will tell you, I will not have a chitlin.
Okay, here, let me be honest. Here's the crazy shit. Here's the crazy shit. I ate one, not one, but like
a spoonful
on accident.
Okay, how was that on accident? How you accidentally eat chitlins?
Because it was on the plate with something else. Like, they look just very mer-like. Like, man, it's just stuff on a plate, right? It looks like something in gravy or something in sauce. And I was not paying attention. Like, truly not paying attention, not looking at the plate. Like, I wasn't even eating from my plate.
It didn't look like fat to you? Because that's what it looked like to me.
So, okay, here's the thing. I've known disgusting looking and
when you
smelling.
mix it all together, it ain't that bad.
So it was
it's
like,
kind of that macaroni, yam, green combo.
Right. So it was like on the plate, and I'm just like this, and then I was like, what is this? And it wasn't bad. It's not that it was bad. It's just the reality of me knowing what it is. Because also, I have had tripe, okay, for Caribbean people, African people, people of other cultures that are not American because we be dumb as shit on stuff. Tripe is just it's literally the intestines. That's what it is. Like,
I've never had tripe.
It's just cut differently. So I very
you want
much
me to eat something, you better not tell me what it is.
So like, no, that's what I was gonna say. So like, my anti-chitlin of like American food, and then like, shout out to the Haitians, like I said, okay, they make, you know, like their seasonal soups. So there's like the pumpkin soup, it's like Haitian Independence Day soups, their New Year soups or whatever, and a lot of times it'll have tripe in it. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not. And somebody came and was like, did you eat the soup though? And I was like, smash it. And it was like, chitlins. Oh my gosh.
My mother.
Oh shit. Okay.
My mother makes phenomenal soup. She does. If it's chicken, like chicken Jamaican soup, or if it's the beef.
Come on,
baby. But
accent randomly, like you swear you ain't got one, and it drops every so often.
But it be the chicken foot soup that take me out every time.
I'm waiting. Hey mom, waiting on some chicken foot pepper soup. Anytime you're ready.
It ain't nothing but regular chicken soup, but the problem is it got chicken feet in it. And it's really there for seasoning because you can't eat it because it ain't got no meat on it. But the part that bothers me
is the whole foot. Is
that it's like this and it swims around in the pot of soup. And I just be like, this don't even look enticing.
Okay, let me ask you. Here's a real like, not just Thanksgiving, but like family related learning to cook kind of question.
Okay.
What's the one thing that you learned to cook and you was like, this is disgusting and I don't know why you taught me? And not because it tastes disgusting, but because the process of it made
nothing. I have first of all, nothing. I'm not doing it. I don't know, but seriously, I have nothing. What do you have?
So listen, I got real Southern roots.
Okay.
Like, I am lowest of keys. Real ass Southern ass bitch with a city vibe. Okay.
Sip up.
So I'm almost you sip up. You
see
sip
how
up.
I tried to throw it in there? She was supposed to just pick up the glass and drink it. I don't understand.
Okay, I will, but nope. Okay, so here's the thing. Southern roots. Mama who loves to cook is a caterer. Okay, I actually really do love to cook. It's a thing that I would do. So when I'm growing up, she'd be like, you gotta learn how to make traditional stuff that's like from the South that nobody is eating none of this. I learned how to make South. Southern South. Not Caribbean South. Southern South is like hog head cheese. Or just different. It's South because
South. Spell it.
S-O-U-S.
South.
Okay. So there's a Caribbean version of South from different countries that's more of like a stewed meat.
Okay.
And something. Southern American South is like your hog head cheese, your like chicken. What it is your okay. Southern, okay, don't judge. Stuff that I'm not. I'm not making this. I know how, but don't do this. It's literally it's called hog head cheese in a certain context because you're literally taking the head of the pig and boiling it. Right? South is you do it with other animals. So typically a chicken. And you got to take the chicken feet and the bones and the beaks and, the parts that you don't, the well, I be wanting the gizzards. But you take all of these parts, like you take all the extra parts, and you boil it, and you gotta skim off the fat, and then you gotta do it, and you boil it down so you get everything.
I don't want to make nothing that takes so much work. I'm lazy.
And I was like, first of all,
real ass bitch, give a fuck about that.
I keep telling you, I be giving a fuck about nigga. I don't want to, but real ass bitch. So growing up, I ate these things, and I will still any given day. Don't get it twisted. Give me some saltines and some hard cheese, baby. Don't worry about it.
I used to eat saltine crackers and sardines.
My grandparents will love you.
Growing up, not realizing that it was quote unquote.
I don't know what that means. Like the
quote unquote.
It's good.
Mackerel.
Oh.
In a tomato sauce.
Mackerel is so fire.
But like in the can, the mackerel in the can with the tomato sauce. Over rice.
I know what you're talking
when about. When you just zhuzhed it up with the onions and the vinegar.
And a whoop.
That they
put a pepper in it.
Oh. No, my mama used to make. No, hear me out. I don't know if this is po people food or what. But my mother will get ground beef and like macaroni noodles.
Goulash?
And curry it.
That was Jamaican
and
goulash.
Then put it over rice. Let me tell you something. That
was Jamaican goulash.
I didn't know I needed rice and pasta in the same meal. Like, but let me tell you something.
Goulash is probably one of the, I guess it's poor people food, but you can't tell me. It's literally like macaroni noodles, ground beef, tomato, like spices.
But she did it with curry.
That's why I said this Jamaican goulash. But my real bougie ass though, because like don't hand me no hamburger helper. Because I would be like, what is... That's why people see...
I've had hamburger helper once. And I've recently had... I don't know what you call it, but like...
beer on the side. Don't judge.
Oh. And it's... I recently had like lasagna skillet or something. Mm-hmm. That was interesting.
Mm-hmm. No. Here's the thing. I'd be cool with the meal if it's made...
From scratch. Yeah, like it's when you get the box version that I don't want that.
If I go to people, my mama got mad at one time. I swear to God, my mama got mad at us. We would go to people's houses and eat it, and then she'd be like, "You ate it there. That has nothing to do with us." That ain't got, cause they mama don't know how to cook from scratch. Does not have anything to do with you.
Listen.
What are you serving me? I don't expect this from my household. The audacity of this lady coming in.
And now I just try to like cook a bunch of junk, like not junk, but like a bunch of shit. I just like trying to learn everything now.
Yeah, that's real.
What's your go-to meal? I am cooking to, I don't want to say impress, but impress, I guess. I'm cooking a meal. I know this is what I never fail. It's gonna smack every time I make it.
I don't know.
You make a good steak.
You say that all the time.
You make a good steak.
I think it just depends on what my mood is and like who the person is that I'm like doing these things for. Because I did taco night the other night and it was like, oh my God, like, because I just be like, like I'm in the mood. Like I want to, it makes sense. So I don't know. My sister-in-law asked me like before I had even left, she was like, you feel like making some gumbo? And like my gumbo when I want to make it, and my gumbo when I'm just like, oh my God, I don't.
Let me put on pause, cause I'm still waiting for.
I had made some. It was not but it's not the same. That's why I was like, it's not a. Mine is more of like what my mood is.
I taught myself how to make gumbo because I was waiting too long. Been so long.
If I'm honest, my one thing for real that I'll be like, two things that I'll be like, oh. Any given day is macaroni and cheese and peach cobbler. But I tend to...
How you and your sister the same?
I tend to not make them because my sister makes them so well. So, like, I don't really make them like that. Also, no, I lied. Pot roast. You fuck around and get some pot roast out of me, then,
I feel like I never fail at spaghetti. I can never fail at spaghetti. To me, spaghetti is the most simplest thing that you can make, but everybody very much enjoys my spaghetti.
You do something different. You do it. It's different. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when you do it because I'd be like, hey.
I don't know, like spaghetti. I can do that in my sleep. I think I can make spaghetti with my eyes closed.
Like my actual true southernness when it comes to like if I'm making you a southern meal. Like, I don't do that often. Well, it's not, that's a lot. It's not that I don't do it often, but truly, if I'm, like, in the mood and in the zone of my greens bust, like,
my mama still be asking for your greens. I mean,
yeah,
what did I make for you? Chocolate
am I,
you don't like my greens?
So, like, yeah, like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, my greens, dressing, probably my mac and cheese, like, stuff like that where it's like, that's what I grew up. But also, I very much, like, grew into other cuisines. So I think that, like, I make a good curry.
Okay, my Jamaican ass ain't conquered the Jamaican dishes yet.
Yeah, like, I think I actually make a good curry. And
I make a good jerk chicken, though.
Let me tell you what you do. Oh, ribs. There you go.
You know what?
Gotcha. Don't even worry about it. Ribs. See me on the grill anytime you want to. See me on the grill. Like, pork-related things.
Pork-related things.
But I also make, like, good beef ribs.
I think I make a good pasta. I don't care what version of a pasta it is. I'm going to make... If it's lasagna, I'm going to kill it. If it's Tuscan chicken pasta, I'm going to kill it. If it's stuffed shells with whatever, I'm going to kill it.
If you want a dessert.
I don't do a lot of desserts.
Cheesecake.
The crazy thing is, I when I was a
random
kid,
things that I've trapped people with.
Look at you, spaghetti sauce. I mean, in the spaghetti.
No, we're not spaghetti sauce or nothing. No, what the fuck kind of shit is?
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
do, but I am not doing that. What is right? Hey, y'all who out here blood magic and people, stop doing that. Then y'all be trying to figure out why y'all lies and stuff. I don't do that on people. I'm not doing it. No. I just make a good cheesecake. We're not doing this. How you feel about this drink? Because I'm not at all. Absolutely not. The views expressed by Chelle.
Callaloo. Callaloo.
You make callaloo?
I have not made callaloo. But if you don't know what callaloo is, like the Jamaican version of greens. And my mother did not make callaloo growing up. And when I tell you, I didn't have callaloo for real until my 20s. Because
I was like, we're finna reevaluate a lot of things if you know how to make callaloo.
She never made it. If she did make it, and maybe I was too young to appreciate it, you know how that be. Like spinach. Like, you don't like spinach as a kid, and you grew up, you're like, oh, I like spinach. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't recall her ever making callaloo when I grew up. Growing up, but I went to, like, a family reunion in my 20s, and I was like, what is this?
I be waiting on your family shit, and then they be coming with non-Jamaican food. What the fuck? Bomba clock. What is this?
You have not been to the family shit where we've cooked.
That's why I be mad. I'm like, I'm showing up to these events. And
you come to my events. You go to my cousins, the American people events. Like, you had to come to Christmas. You had to come to Christmas.
What's wrong with y'all? Like, it's supposed to be everywhere.
Nah, son.
Give me a dumpling. What is
a dumpling and some saltfish.
Give me a dumpling. Okay,
and
what you
some
got?
Plantains.
What you got on this drink?
And some callaloo. Do you know we was in Jamaica? I was living my best little life.
Do you know I was right there with you? Picking out menu items.
Just living my best little life. No, I very much enjoyed this drink. I feel like it's missing something, but not in a bad way. Like, it could be an extra something. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm going to give this a 4.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I actually enjoyed it, and I didn't add the extra lime. I think I actually just liked it.
The way it was. Yeah.
It was it's gonna be a 4 for me. Boiling, twirling, trouble. Okay, anything else before we get out of here? All right. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on all of the social medias. Send us your drink suggestions.
We have a drink suggestion.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't like, hey, can you make this? Like, it was like, can you make cosmetology? It wasn't like that. They want a drink, a punch.
Okay.
That we can make for Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, I got you. I got you on punches. Don't even worry about it. Now, if you're drunk and you need to, please.
They want it a little on the sweet side.
I got you. Okay, so we got y'all. Don't even worry about it. We got y'all.
So we have a
but outside of that, follow us. We will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Deuces.